All right, and welcome to this week's episode of Good Games and Good Drinks podcast. I'm your host this week, Lawrence, aka Your Shyness.
It's your real name? Wow, okay.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta put the government out there, you know? Someone might come looking for you. We have with us M/.111 Marcus.
Euro.
And Bryce. This is Ekierb.
Yes. Yep.
And this week, hey Marcus, what you drinking on?
Oh, okay. I am kind of on a like fast food sort of streak because I had the Portillo's and then I had the Chick-fil-A. So now I talked about this a lot of podcasts, but this is my first time actually bringing it to the table. So I got the wait, hold up. The McDonald's High C Orange.
That's extra orange too. That's like
no ice. So just it's all
Extra filtered.
yes, all high C. So it's
you gonna be hitting the walls after you drink that.
That's like 4 lunch high C's.
for who?
Like 4 like the lunch size
Oh,
high C's.
no,
or more.
it's
No,
way
it
more.
got to be more than that.
Way more.
Like that's
way more.
that's an unhealthy amount of high C to be intaking.
It's high. It's high C. So yeah, I'm gonna be that's whew. And it's cold too because I had it in the freezer. I was prepped. I was ready for this. So yeah, High C Orange from McDonald's. Wow.
Nice.
All right, hey Bryce, what you drinking on today?
This week I got the Gatorade, the blue.
Which blue?
I tried to get red.
Yeah, which blue?
This is cool blue.
Cool blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried to get red, but red was sold out.
Which red?
I was gonna say
And I tried
that's
to
like
get lemon
basketball
lime.
color right there.
The lemon lime was sold out.
Did you go to what bootleg gas station did you go to?
It's a vending machine.
There's your problem. There's your problem.
Exactly. I know.
Vending machine.
I don't. The cool blue was cool. I like the Arctic Rush.
I like
And-
that fierce.
Yeah,
that
the fierce, the grape one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I drink those like ridiculous amounts.
Yeah.
I should have drank that instead of that triple X vitamin water that summer when I came to you guys' house.
Vitamin water. That used
So I mean, vitamin water is. I mean, I can't hate on a vitamin water though.
Bought a 24 pack of vitamin water. That was a little much.
Yeah.
what was all the triple X or was it a variety?
Yeah, and I had to try to finish it in that week that I was there.
I mean, you could have saved it for us. You didn't have to like be stingy and just drink it all. We could have drank it.
I mean, I was offering, but you know, what's her name? Yeah, what's her name? Didn't like me too much, I don't think. So, yeah, I don't even remember her name.
Wow.
I remember.
Never mind.
That's a topic for another time. Anyway,
I'm trying to think like when like.
So
Okay, never mind.
I am actually drinking a gin mule.
Oh.
So I was on the fence between like an Aztec mule or a gin mule, but gin is a lot more flavorful if you're not against like it tastes really fresh. So like if you like citrus, I'm using Bombay Sapphire. Let's get some product placement.
Product placement. Okay.
Nice.
Alright.
This is the best gin that I've had, and I'm mixing it with some craft ginger beer, a little lime juice.
Even that ginger. You mess with ginger.
I mess with ginger. Like you got to be spicy, you know.
Did you go to Bryce's bartending class, or you just did that on your own?
I did this on my own, but I do need to go to a bartending class because there's nothing that impresses people more than when you like actually know what you're doing.
The shaking.
It's fun. They're fun.
Yeah, it's crazy fun, like ridiculously fun. All right, so Bryce, what you currently playing?
This week, went to the archives a little bit. Started playing Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Oh,
I had to cop that and get that. That's to this day, it's still it holds up. The gameplay holds up. It's a super long game. and it gets kind of crazy towards the end, but it's a solid time waster.
What kind of game is that? Because I've never played that game.
I mean, it's basically like, I don't even know how to even explain it. It's basically you have to save your neighbors from zombies, Jason clones, aliens, oversized babies, werewolves.
So is it like a beat 'em up game or like a strategy game or?
It's I honestly can't even explain it. It's not strategy. It's not a beat 'em up. You do go around. You can shoot people with like water guns and they explode.
Water guns?
You get like weed whackers.
Are you like in a yard, or it's like, or is that
you're
zombies
everywhere.
versus? Or am I thinking about another game?
No, yeah, you're like you start off in like a suburban neighborhood, and then the more stages you go, like the more outlandish the settings get. So you go from like the suburbs, and then you in like a football stadium, and then you're like in the middle of Egypt. You're going into like pyramids, and yeah, the whole goal is for you to save your neighbors before the enemies get them. So like every stage has like a certain set of neighbors that you have to find before the enemies get there.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a maze. It's kind of like a maze too. You kind of like find your way through a maze to find the neighbors before they get eaten by the bad guys, basically. And it's one of those games that has like hundreds of levels.
Oh, okay.
So it's like it takes forever to beat.
So that's why you
and it's
got on Fortnite?
No. I was just
Well, I downloaded Fortnite, and then after that I was like, well, no one's saying anything, so I guess we're not here.
Yeah, okay. But
I gotta download it though.
I got it right here. It's ready.
I gotta download it.
Okay. We're gonna stop making excuses. We're gonna get on there. Like,
I'll tell you, just put time on a calendar.
the time was
Saturday. Then I can set time aside.
Okay. All right.
Gotta put it on a calendar. Give me a Google invite.
A Google invite to Fortnite. Okay.
Yes, to play video games. Yes.
yeah. Because I was So Marcus, where are you playing?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't Fortnite because I was waiting on somebody to let me know that they was playing Fortnite. But I kind of went into the archives too, I guess, just for this recent news that we're going to be talking about. I played Call of Duty just because I wasn't sure. The newest one. I played the newest one, the War Zone, not like the Call of Duty, the Battle Royale free one, because I'm not going to pay for it because
Call of Duty 4? Oh, no, Warzone.
Warzone. Yeah, Warzone. Yeah, so I played that just because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to play that in the near future. So I just wanted to just say that I was able to do it while I was, get my my hipster on. Like, yeah, I played Call of Duty when I could play Call of Duty on PlayStation, and that sort of thing. So yeah, that's what I was playing.
Contrary to what we all think and know is going to happen, they're saying they're going to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation. So we'll get to that.
Yeah, that was before I saw that, though. I just wanted to make sure.
But people lie all the time, so you never know.
Big facts. What are you playing?
So don't laugh.
Oh Lord,
I'm playing 2 games. All right, so one of them, Octopath Traveler, of course.
Okay,
I'm leveling up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got bored and I downloaded a game on my phone.
Okay.
Called Hempire.
Hempire? Like marijuana?
Yep.
Okay.
Because I came home, I was like, okay, it's a good time waster. And I'm actually like going to the store to get strains that I find in the game.
Okay.
So what's the goal of Hempire? What is?
I don't know. Just sell weed, fix stuff. Like they want you to. It's like one of those time delayed games. So like you're supposed to like build stuff and like make stuff grow, and then you can pay to make it go faster. And like just.
So it's Farmville for stoners?
Farmville for stoners.
Okay. All right.
Literally.
Oh, because it's Hempville. I see what they did. I see. Okay. It all is just connected now. I get it. Okay.
But yeah, that's a good time waster that I have right now. I also have been playing a lot more with this broken PlayStation 5. And I'm like, digging into the guts. So I am going to open up my digital PlayStation 5.
Wait, before you go into that, I have a question from a listener. So this broken PlayStation 5, did you purchase this, or was this like free, or did you just find it and it was given to you for the free, or was there money wasted on this? Is the question.
So since no one's ever gonna see this, that is involved in this deal, my mother knows this person, and this person works at this restaurant, and he went out to like the dump, and there were just a bunch of PlayStation 5s there in the dumpster. So then he sold like all the other ones.
Okay.
And then he kept one, and he wanted to try and use it. It didn't work. So since I'm a computer nerd, he was like, hey, give this to Lawrence, see what he can do. And I'm keeping it because what is he going to do?
So it was given to you. No money was exchanged.
No money.
Okay. That was the question.
That story sounds
shady.
Yeah.
Like, I'm starting to realize, like, even though I tend to call myself bougie, like I'm in some shady things quite often. I'm a pretty shady person. I'm not a shady person, like for real. I'm nice. I'm good. I'm upstanding. I have a master's degree, and I'm a criminal.
I doubt you kind of want to admit that on anything
allegedly.
Public. But
allegedly.
Allegedly. And I've been in jail before, so it's all right. Like, I am actually a criminal.
Allegedly a criminal.
I was guilty. Anyway, so the topic that we're going to talk about in depth today is probably some of the biggest news that has come through gaming in a little while. So Microsoft, the powerhouse that creates the Xbox and the operating system that most of us use for our computers, decided to buy Activision in a $68.7 million acquisition.
Billion.
Yeah. My bad. Billion.
Would it be?
Billion. Yeah. $68.7 billion acquisition. Like,
it's almost like we got to repeat that again. Like $68.7 billion.
Like, I think that's the biggest acquisition I've heard of so far, and that's huge. And
go ahead. I was gonna say, from a video game perspective, it trumps every other video game acquisition to date.
Yeah.
Just this year, Take-Two acquired Zynga. People were saying that was
the biggest one. Yeah.
Outlandish, because that was like 12 to 13 billion. And now, a couple weeks later, you got Microsoft out of nowhere with this one. This is massive. And I mean, people thought that them purchasing Bethesda / ZeniMax was major.
Yeah.
Like that's like Skittles to them now. It's like, man, nothing.
So yeah, there's a lot of speculation going on about whether or not they're going to keep supporting PlayStation, or if there's going to be more Xbox exclusives. So we'll start with Marcus. How do you feel about possibly never being able to play Call of Duty again?
Call of Duty I actually don't really care too much about, so I won't be as butthurt as a lot of people are. But I don't, like you guys said, I think Phil, whatever his name is, sent out a information that they were still working to, hold on, I got the exact verbiage of what he said. Give me 1 second. And there's kind of some like gray area within the statement that kind of leaves me like hesitant on what he's saying. So he says, I had good calls this week with the leaders of Sony, I confirm our intent to honor all existing agreements upon acquisition of Activision and Blizzard, and our desire to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation. Sony is an important part of our industry, and we value our relationship. So the fact that he specifically just only named Call of Duty kind of makes me feel like, okay, yeah, y'all could have Call of Duty, but this other stuff, we about to lock it down. And then that whole honor all existing agreements. So once those agreements are, null and void, what happens then? Like if these agreements only last until 2023, 2024, and then there's a new, bargaining negotiation thing happens, what happens?
Microsoft has positioned themselves, in my opinion, to win this generation of console wars. They have Bethesda, which arguably had some of the biggest games in the past. So they had Fallout, they had Skyrim. So now those have the potential to be Microsoft exclusives. Now they have Activision Blizzard. So World of Warcraft, Spyro, Crash, Bandicoot, like games that we know represent gaming for us are now under the Microsoft umbrella. So it's hard to tell what's going to happen in the future, but I see PlayStation taking a big loss on this one.
Yeah, and I don't really like the concept of console wars personally. So I feel like it goes beyond consoles at this point. So I feel like PlayStation is most likely going to still have the most consoles in the market, maybe. But I feel like from Microsoft perspective, I think it's more so about content more so than consoles. Because at the end of the day, while they care about consoles and like selling new Xboxes, I think their bread and butter moving forward is all about Game Pass and getting new subscribers onto Game Pass, because that is going to be like their cash cow where they make their money. So in the future, if they can lock in, all of these Activision Blizzard games into Game Pass, that's just going to increase the number of people that are paying $15 a month for the service. So
to be honest, it would be a huge move for Microsoft to allow Game Pass on PlayStation. It's already on Nintendo. If they put it on PlayStation and then they say, all right, PlayStation, we aren't going to put it on yours, but we're going to put Game Pass on yours. So Microsoft gets that money. They'll give a little kickback to Sony.
Wait, is Game Pass on Nintendo?
Yeah.
It is?
Well, it's set to be. I don't know if it is yet, but they said it is going to be on there.
Oh,
interesting.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
But
I know they have like their cloud service, and like if you have a browser on PlayStation or your browser on Nintendo, you can play Game Pass games through the cloud service. But okay.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of goes to your whole content rather than console argument, Bryce. If they were just to be like, okay, we could throw, have a Game Pass, our Game Pass application on PlayStation.
Yeah,
I mean, because we putting workers on your block and taking your, what I'm saying, the whole.
Yeah.
Because
I feel like Microsoft was playing checkers and everybody else playing. Microsoft playing chess and everybody else playing checkers right now. Because they're thinking like years in advance. Where I feel like PlayStation and Nintendo are still in like the early 2000s strategy.
Yeah, and it's
like Microsoft is like thinking like the future,
because they even got freaking King too. King, like the Candy Crush people, like that's as much as money as they're
making money hand over
fist on that.
Yeah.
And then if they like revive some of these old things, like I know my wife would love a new Guitar Hero game, like Guitar Hero, DJ.
They're not
Hero.
gonna come up with that.
Why not?
Well, they were saying like they had issues with like licensing, and then you remember at first it was Guitar Hero, and then it was Guitar Hero and Rock Band, so like the team split up, and then everyone had these two sets of things and none of them worked together. So I mean, we all want it back because, to be honest, like, I could destroy most people in Guitar Hero. That was a game that I played quite often. I showed off on that game. Like, I could play songs like behind my head because I had it memorized. Like,
fancy, huh? Okay.
I was nasty.
Nice. Nice.
Also, I have to retract my statement. Game Pass is not on Switch, but they're offering some stuff on Switch. So it's they're working on it.
Yeah, because if it's on Switch and not on anything else, I feel like that's weird.
I'm gonna have to do some research and find, because I saw something about Game Pass and Nintendo doing something, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I know like Minecraft, I think is on is still like multi-platform, and that was scooped up by Microsoft
a while
ago, and they kept that multi-platform.
That's true.
So
yeah.
I'm hoping this acquisition forces PlayStation to allow multi-platform gaming, because I think they're the only ones who've been saying no up to this point.
It depends
Xbox,
on the game.
I want all games multi-platform.
I mean,
like, there's no point in having that line.
What do you mean? You mean cross-play or multi-platform?
Cross-play.
Cross-play? Okay.
Cross-play. So if you're a multi-platform game, you should be cross-play. That's just how it should go. Like, I shouldn't have to say, oh, what system do you have? We play the same game. Let us play together.
I think the majority of them are. Well, okay, no, I take that back, because the majority of the shooters are, but I don't think like Madden and 2K, I think those are just...
It should just be across the board.
Specific.
Like, PlayStation up to this point has been saying, we don't really... Like, we have the best experience, so we want them to experience it on our systems. And I'm hoping this will open PlayStation's eyes and make them more willing to play nicer with more people.
Well, probably so, because on that whole money thing, like, I saw their stock went down 20 billion, like another B, after the announcement of this little deal. So I think once that bottom line gets a hit, they're gonna want to play nice with the other people.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. Like, that's ridiculous. Billions of dollars are going all over the place. Meanwhile, we're at work every day.
Do y'all feel that Sony is gonna kind of have a counter punch with the acquisition, or what do you think?
So I know there's rumors of them doing their own type of Game Pass service, but what games can they have now? Like, the majority
isn't that PlayStation Now though?
No, they're discontinuing PlayStation Now. There's like a new thing, like I think the code name is Morpheus or whatever, that they're working on. There's gonna be like in conjunction with the PlayStation Plus, so it's got a PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now is gonna combine into one thing. But with all these developers under that Microsoft umbrella, like, the only thing they're gonna have is their own first party, exclusive stuff.
I mean, EA is still floating out there. You never know.
Nobody care about EA.
You got Square Enix.
What does EA have?
Sega. No, I'm just giving examples of like other publishers that are out there that could potentially be scooped up as well.
Like,
Combat, like Ubisoft is still out there.
When I worked at GameStop,
still independent,
because with that whole Ubisoft Plus thing going to Game Pass, I think that's like kind of like a precursor to what's to come.
They're like halfway.
Very true.
In. They're halfway in.
Yeah, they got their toe in the water.
Yeah,
and then EA, what's the EA thing? They have a deal with Microsoft too, don't they?
For their Play,
EA Play. So they're in the same bed. Like, this is looking bad.
Yeah, I mean, Capcom.
Okay. Yeah,
out there.
That's gonna be a lot of.
What does Capcom have besides Street Fighter?
Monster Hunter
right now. Oh yeah, Monster Hunter is huge. But PlayStation's gonna have to do something. Because
that's the bottom.
Right now,
they're gonna have to do
Xbox
something.
is like killing.
And the Game Pass with old games ain't really gonna cut it. Not at all.
Yeah. Whew. Yeah. PlayStation's gonna have a hard time trying to come back. And okay, so what one of the selling points that I had when I was at GameStop was PlayStation has all the exclusives, but now I can't say that with confidence because a lot of the good games are gonna be on Xbox. I think like PlayStation still hold on to like a couple, but people can't even get that.
We still got God of War over here.
You go play on your PlayStation 5? Like we are in the minority right now. We have PlayStation 5s. Like the people who want next gen, they're gonna get their hands on the Xbox Series X first, which is automatically gonna make them get a Game Pass because why not? And PlayStation's gonna get left in the dust. Even though right now they're holding the market share, Microsoft has positioned themselves to take all of that away. If they wanted to, they can literally say, all right, Bethesda exclusives only, Activision exclusives only,
which they've said. Yeah. So
is this legal?
Every new game is going to be exclusive.
Is this legal? Like, how is
it's not a monopoly. It's not a monopoly because they're not trying to buy the console. They're just buying game people. Like,
yeah. And when you look at like the top video game companies in the world, with this acquisition, that only moves Microsoft to number 3, behind I think Sony and Tencent. So I think because they're not like the leader, like back in the day when Microsoft was like having Windows 95 on every PC, and you know, so oh, now we gotta break them up because I mean they were number 1 in that scenario, doing all that. Now they're the underdogs. Like Microsoft is the underdogs when it comes to video games. So even with these massive purchases, they're still the underdog until the money starts coming in later on down the line.
Yeah, I think with PlayStation 3, PlayStation kind of put themselves like out in front because I think PlayStation 3 was better than Xbox 360. Like hands down, there were more features.
No.
Like there were more features.
The 360 won that generation for sure.
I don't
like
think
like
so.
PS2, like PS2, like if you're thinking like console wars, quote unquote. Like PS2 beat Xbox, 360 beat PS3,
Like
and then PS4 beat Xbox One.
There weren't any games that I could get on 360 that I wanted that I couldn't get on PlayStation 3. But the converse was always there.
Being a PlayStation, I think I agree with you, Bryce. Like 360, PlayStation 3.
Like they started out bad, but when they came out with the Slim and all those other versions, like they made up ground, and they hold up, let me PS3.
No, because I think I had a rooted PlayStation 3. Yes, I had a rooted PlayStation 3. So yeah, I wasn't that up on it. I was just downloading stuff. Allegedly.
Just to get off topic real quick, PlayStation 3 versus 360, it says the Wii won.
Oh yeah, and the Wii was huge too. Yeah.
But PlayStation 3 eventually outsold the Xbox to claim second place. So 360 came out strong. Like to be honest, I bought a 360 before I even thought about a PlayStation. So
okay, but even in that same argument though, having the most consoles sold does not mean you won. Like in this whole generation, PlayStation 5 clearly has the most consoles sold, but
they're not winning.
Yeah, it's looking shaky in the light right now because of all this other stuff that's going on.
You're right. I mean, it's one of those situations where like you just pick a side and you have valid reasons for being on that side, but it's
yeah. I mean, for me, it's just all about just playing the games you like. You know, I mean, maybe I'm privileged enough to
have one already
to have my options
pretty
open.
Over there. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't whatever. I don't care.
It's like just like if you like a game, like fantastic. If you like PlayStation, you like PlayStation. If you like Xbox, you like Xbox. Like, I kind of shy away from the whole fanboyism. At least I try to shy away from it. But I know it still exists. But
I mean, it's hard not to jump on that bandwagon.
Yeah.
Lawrence, you don't have an Xbox, but you have a PC that's capable of playing these games. So you basically are winning too.
Well, yeah.
So I still don't know why you haven't got Game Pass yet.
So the reason why I haven't gotten Game Pass is because throughout the day, counting my hours, I don't have time to focus on Game Pass games to justify me spending that money, just because I don't have enough hours in the day. So maybe some point in time, like later on in the year, when like we've gotten to a point where this podcast is just like running like a well-oiled machine, and like my animated series is like running like a well-oiled machine, and like my job is running like a well-oiled machine, and like when all those things are like in place and I don't have to focus so much on those, then I can probably get Game Pass. Because to be honest, like I'm waiting for the moment I can get another Xbox, because I haven't bought an Xbox since Xbox 360, and I loved it. I got the red ring of death, and I was pissed off at Xbox. Like I was pissed, and then I just never bought another one. And it wasn't because I don't like Xbox. Like I want to play like Forza Horizon. Like that game is gorgeous. I want to play it. I have a PC.
Point.
Yeah,
you can.
I can
on PC.
You can.
But
Game Pass.
But here's the thing, right? If you're playing that kind of game, I want to play that kind of game on my big screen TV, right? So I have a 22-inch monitor, and a 24-inch monitor. Those are big, but if I'm playing like a game like that, I need like 55, like 65. Like I need a big screen TV. So I would have to connect my gaming PC to the TV in order to get that experience, and then that degrades how good it looks, because computer screens arguably are way better than TVs. Just response time, like resolution, it's there's no comparison. So it's hard to play games that you want to be big and pretty on your computer
screen. Okay.
To get a computer screen that's big enough to say that's it, like you're looking at a few grand, and I'm cheap. Now if someone like has a hookup or knows someone that knows one that fell off a truck, like I'm on that, obviously.
Yeah, or it was just found it in a dumpster or something like that, right? Yeah.
Like I'm on that, I'm there. But yeah, like it's one of those situations where I love to play games, but there are some games like I don't want to play on the keyboard.
You could plug up a controller. Your excuses are there's very simple
the only one
solutions.
That's valid. The only one that's valid is that screen size. Like
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. But the keyboard controller, that's not valid.
I have a Gears of War Xbox controller that I use to play games. So
you can substitute your 22 and 24 inch for a 40-inch, and just have that be your computer monitor, and then also game on it. People gotta do that.
That would be so like,
because I mean,
not functional in my head, because I do like data entry, so I.
Because I mean, nowadays, like the resolution is so clear that it doesn't really mess with your eyes, because it's so clear. You know,
I was making a joke like the other day. They used to tell us that we have to sit away from the TVs, and now virtual reality has the TV screen
on our eyeball,
on our face.
Yeah.
I'm like, is it because it's LED now, so it's safe, or is it because they're full of it and
it's gonna burn your retinas?
Probably the latter. But going back to this whole deal thing, though, it's not. I mean, it's done, but I don't think it's like done until next year, right?
It's 2023. 2023 is when it all like settles in.
The ink's gonna be dry and all that stuff.
So right now, like, we're just dealing with some of the after effects. Like we don't know what this actually means until next year.
Right.
So right now, we're just living.
Speculating.
So
yeah, I think a template is definitely going to be what Microsoft did with Bethesda, though. How they're maintaining the games that are currently on the systems, like Deathloop.
Right.
Like they didn't
like,
take that away from PlayStation.
They could have.
But they are saying any new game like Starfield.
Snatch that, I would have not been sad.
Starfield.
What happened? Hello?
Elder Scrolls. All those. So
I like Deathloop.
Are going exclusive.
Sponsor us.
Oh,
wait, what?
I said I like Deathloop, so sponsor us.
Oh.
I didn't like Deathloop. I didn't even play Deathloop.
No
I
comment.
haven't looked at a single video of Deathloop because it's not in my wheelhouse of games. Like I play weird games, and that didn't make it.
Log into your. Can you do that? I wonder if you can do that. You can't do that because you have the bootleg one. I was gonna say log into your PlayStation and we could share play, and you could play mine through my PlayStation. But I don't think you can.
Can't connect to the internet right now.
Yeah.
I'm still I'm hacking it. You know, I'm playing. This PlayStation is allowing me the opportunity that most people don't have. I can break it if I want to, and it doesn't mean anything because it's useless to nobody. I can gut this thing. I can do whatever I want, and I called PlayStation. I called PlayStation. I was like, hey, so
I stole this PlayStation and it don't work. How do I get it to work?
What happened was my friend bought my friend bought this PlayStation from some guy on Craigslist, and he couldn't do nothing with it. So while I'm trying to figure it out, this woman on customer service said, if you can find out where it was stolen from, you can talk to them and you can figure out how to get it off of the block list. So I was like, so you want me to call, like just call random stores and say, hey, do you guys have a missing PlayStation with this serial number? I'll buy it from you right now.
That seems like a setup.
It does.
I'm called FBI.
Yeah, that's some like To Catch a Predator type stuff.
So now to make matters worse, I have a burner phone in there. I'm going to call just to see.
Why do you have a burner phone?
He's a criminal. He said it earlier.
Because sometimes you have to make phone calls that you don't need traced back to you. So
like oh man. Killing me.
Just throw out the SIM card and it's fine.
I want to go into so many details, but I don't want to do it on camera.
Listen, like 2022 is going to be an epic year for gaming, for criminal activity on my part. Like 2022 is going to be epic. There's no holds bars. Like Xbox, Microsoft is showing us like if you have the money, you can do whatever you want to do. And if PlayStation doesn't get their act together, Microsoft is going to buy every single decent gaming company other than the PlayStation exclusive ones. And PlayStation is going to have an uphill battle to fight because they're already losing the Japanese game makers because of their censorship. They're going to Nintendo. And Xbox is buying up all the rest of them. So all PlayStation's going to have is like, they're going to have God of War. Right now they have Horizon Zero Dawn. My bad. Horizon, because Forbidden West is next.
Right.
But like the games that we look forward to on PlayStation, they're becoming like more scarce and more scarce and more scarce.
Like they just say exclusives.
Yeah, because exclusives was literally the argument that PlayStation 4 had the entire console series. It's like, oh, Xbox has, it doesn't matter what Xbox has because PlayStation 4 has games that Xbox will never have. And now it's it's the opposite. So PlayStation has a lot that they need to do to make it up. And we can't even get their new systems. So like they're already halfway. Yeah. And I have a system here that can't be used. How many systems are like this one right here?
Yeah.
There were 6 that guy stole.
Allegedly.
Oh
Allegedly.
man.
I'm like, listen, I will give you money right now. Just turn it on. They're like, no. So hold on, look. I have a PlayStation 5 here. I don't have it plugged in because it can't get on the internet, so it's useless to me. I can't connect any of my library games. All I can do is just test stuff out and make stuff break.
Yeah.
No comment. No comment.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah.
I'm not going to be implicated in your criminal mastermind's empire. I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, if they come on our video and find me, we are going to like have millions of subscribers because I'm gonna record the whole thing. Right, they're here to get me because
they were listening to the
Twitch.
Good Game and Good Drinks podcast, and
I'm gonna record it, send it to you guys, and then just like put it on Good Games, Good Drinks, and world star. We're gonna be famous. Like
we gotta get t-shirts. We gotta get a memorabilia.
I got to come up with a catchphrase.
yeah.
All right, so next brainstorm session, we need to come up with a catchphrase because when they come for me, I'm gonna like say it like who's that who's that one chick that got arrested? That one chick that got arrested. You know, Mama, I love you. Like she was famous.
POP, hold it down. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I need a statement.
Are you legally blind?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. We got time.
Mm-hmm.
They'll know where I am now, and I'm moving in like a month, so that I'm doing like things like this, and then I'm moving every like 2 months.
To switch up the radar, like change your license plate. Sort of
I actually
thing.
changed it like twice already. Like it's
Man, Stan.
Who are you? What?
Stan on a run, man.
Like, are you like Ethan Hunt on a low, like Black Ethan Hunt? You don't? Maybe. Okay.
Mission Impossible?
Okay.
I mean, like we won't get into those
Okay.
details.
All
Like,
right. Okay.
stuff is going crazy right now. Like I'm a new person. I need to change my name.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway,
right.
So do you feel Activision has any more magic left in the tank? Like, they came out with some great games that we all love. Spyro is a game that I still play. Crash Bandicoot.
Crash was. Yeah.
Like,
you were what? Because you just like, I would almost cuss, but you like poo-pooed all on the last Crash Bandicoot game when we were talking about the whole Game Award things.
Wait. Which Crash Bandicoot game?
Wasn't that Crash Bandicoot? No, that was Ratchet and Clank.
No.
I digress.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank,
Okay.
yeah.
I
Never
didn't
mind.
play Ratchet and Clank. I own it. I didn't play it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I played Crash. Crash makes me angry, but I still play it. It was on PlayStation 1, and
Throwback, yeah.
like that old what is that, like, sound test noise that it made when you turned it on?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just like I'm gonna make that like my sleep noise. I need, like, that sound gives me mellow feels.
It will be weird if they do bring back some of these old, like Spyro. Like seeing Spyro on Xbox would just be like kind of it'll throw me off.
Well, like, they already made like the old ones, but if they make a new gen,
That's
like,
what I mean. Yeah, exclusive.
like-
yeah, just
Yeah, because I mean, Crash and Spyro were like PlayStation mascots for a minute. Like Crash on PS1 and I think Spyro on PS2. Like, that's wow. That's like seeing Mario exclusive on Sega almost, because like those were PlayStation mascots.
To
And now they're gone.
Yeah, to be completely honest, like I'll be okay when all those lines are blurred and we have, you know, crossplay on any multiplayer games, and you just pick the system that you like and you can play with whoever you want. Like that's the utopia that I hope we're going towards.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see Master Chief and Super Smash Brothers. That's what I'm waiting on.
he would be my main. I promise.
Yeah.
I would destroy everyone with Master Chief in Super Smash
That'd be
Bros.
insane.
So, do you believe that Call of Duty will become an Xbox exclusive?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Warzone and any Call of Duty that's out right now will stay where they are. But any new game after 2023 is going to be exclusive to Xbox, because you don't spend $68.7 billion
To play nice.
to share.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
So
I agree.
yeah.
Like that, I don't think we're gonna see another Call of Duty come out for PlayStation.
No, I think the one this year, because there's one every year.
Well,
So this year,
is the last year.
quite
probably
possibly.
next year.
And next year, maybe.
Next year,
Because we don't know what agreements that they have, because it could be a multi-year
Yeah.
agreement. So
oh yeah,
Because,
I
there's
say
like
minimum it'll be next year.
Because, there's like a three thing cycle that, because I think Treyarch and then whoever the other two do all the Call of Duty games. So they're probably like already in development for the next ones. But in the near future, I don't anticipate it being on PlayStation.
Yeah.
and that was one of the selling points for PlayStation. People who love shooters, and that's the only kind of game they play.
Mm-hmm.
Now, instead of saying you can get a PlayStation or you can get an Xbox, it's like, well, if you only play shooters,
Call of
Duty is the top, like the top tier shooter. Like, everyone knows Call of Duty, everyone's played Call of Duty in some form or fashion. If you play shooters, get an Xbox, because shooters are on Xbox. You got Gears of War, you got Halo, you got Call of Duty. They literally have cornered the market on shooters.
Is Overwatch? That's not a shooter, but it's a shooter. But Overwatch is in that same.
Yeah, Overwatch is a shooter technically, and that's active. That's exclusive, and that was Game of the Year a bunch of times in various forums. So it's going to be hard for PlayStation's going to need to decide what kind of games are theirs, and they're going to have to push hard on those games.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think they kind of already know. Like, it's first player story driven games. Like, that's been their bread and butter.
Like the Spider-Man, Horizon.
Yeah, that's been their exclusive. Yeah, that sells for
God of
them.
War.
So on that note, if you are focusing on an American market, then first player, story games are your bread and butter. But when you start talking about other markets like Japan and China, PlayStation has literally started closing the doors on some of the games that people bought PlayStations to play. And they're going to Nintendo now. So PlayStation is kind of shooting themselves in the foot while Microsoft is just out here living it up. And it's going to be hard for PlayStation because, hold up, let me look down here.
You got stats?
Not stats, but I have the game. So
okay.
All right, here's one. I have a game here. Knights of Azure, right? Crazy anime game. I love this game. One of the things that I like about this game is I like anime, so it's like in an anime style kind of like art. And what PlayStation has done is they started censoring games like this more so than Nintendo. So they say, well,
what does that mean?
Censorship, meaning like they change what people say, they change certain scenes, they change like how characters are seen, they change like character models, they change entire like interactions and what people can do with their games, just because they don't want to offend certain people, which I understand. You want to be politically correct, but at the end of the day, Nintendo is saying just come as you are. So the games like this are no longer coming out in PlayStation in abundance. They're coming out on Nintendo, which is why I bought a Switch in the first place. I had no intentions of buying a Switch until PlayStation started censoring the games that I played. And then I started...
You weren't gonna buy a Switch?
I wasn't gonna buy a Switch.
You weren't gonna buy a Switch?
I wasn't gonna buy a Switch. I didn't buy a Wii U. I didn't buy a Wii U. I didn't buy a Wii. I found a Wii.
You found... Oh, never mind.
On the censorship stuff, I find it interesting that the uncensored versions are going to Nintendo and Sony's doing the editing, because like back in the day, like in the 90s for like Mortal Kombat, like Sega used to have the one that was uncensored, and Nintendo would be the one where you couldn't show blood, you couldn't really show fatalities. So I find it to be interesting that Nintendo is saying, "Oh yeah, bring your games to us uncensored."
So case in point, Bayonetta, right? That game is bananas on S&M like situations and like nudity, and Nintendo said, "Come on in." Meanwhile, PlayStation, on that same token, any game that is like that, they've made them do more coding and like cover up things that they didn't think were appropriate, or like take out complete scenes. So like if you don't know about Bayonetta, she gets like buck bookie naked when you do like a good enough move.
Okay.
Do you know about Bayonetta? Because I can talk about Bayonetta.
No, we don't got no time for all that. We don't got no time for all that.
You're right. You're right. We'll save that for another episode. I will go off on a Bayonetta rant. But Nintendo is a lot more welcoming to artistic creation.
That is crazy.
PlayStation is closing a lot of doors, and Xbox is accumulating all of this power. PlayStation is closing doors. Nintendo saying, "Come on in." PlayStation might not make it to another console generation, if there is another console generation.
All right, you wildin' now. Something that just came to mind. I went to like conspiracy theory mode or whatever. So you know how Activision or Blizzard or whoever was having all this like bad press about their CEO and blase. I wonder who that came from. Was somebody at Microsoft? Did they tip somebody off or tell somebody just to bring that price? Because $68.7 billion is a lot of money. But I wonder if all of this stuff didn't come out, what that number could have possibly been.
Nah, I mean, it was definitely a opportunity there, because not only are they getting bad press, but also just like the stock market in general, like things are going down.
Just saying.
So,
I wonder.
I wouldn't say that they planted. They planted anything, because Activision has had bad culture for a while.
Just saying.
But I think Microsoft saw an opportunity and they pounced.
Activision has been like down in the presses. Like they had some CEOs that
who put it in the press though.
The employees. Yeah, I mean, they're walking out.
I know.
Yeah, they were walking out like it was bad.
Would they like be walking out if they got paid to walk out? Like if somebody greased their wheels a little bit, like hey, I got a couple $1 million if you just put this little tidbit out there. What's going on in there?
So are you saying that people that have accused these men of heinous acts might have been paid off sometimes?
No comment. I'm just saying it's possible.
It's a little fishy,
possible. It's possible. But just the timing of everything. It just
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say this is just an opportunity that they saw, financial opportunity.
That is like some funny like ideas, because all of this stuff started coming out, and then all of a sudden Microsoft's like, "We'll save you."
Just the safety net is right there, just conveniently.
But who are they saving though? Who are they saving though?
Activision, because to be completely honest, like everyone,
like the brand, or
everyone loves the games that Activision and like Activision Blizzard in specificity. I don't know if I made that word up.
Yeah.
They love that game. So like World of Warcraft and like all of the games that are in their library, people said because of the culture that they created, I don't want to support their games or their people. Now they're getting all of those people out.
But like if that was like the big case, like why would Microsoft take on that risk?
They're not taking on the risk. They're kicking all of the all the heads. They're get out. Like they're kicking all those people out. We're in charge.
Yeah, there was like streamers that was calling for Activision and Blizzard boycotts.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so they're getting rid of the CEO of Activision Blizzard. Like he's gone once the once the ink dries, he's gone. Like so they revamped a company that people enjoyed the games of but didn't like the culture of. So it's like they're taking all of the bad out and they're saying, all right, now it's all gone, so you can come back and buy us and don't worry about all these people.
But Activision wasn't doing that though.
But the Activision Blizzard was, if someone under your umbrella is wilding out, like you're responsible for that.
mean, if Microsoft didn't purchase Activision Blizzard, the CEO would still be around.
But they bought it and now he's gone. So here's the thing, like Activision Blizzard, I think they're about to come out with a new game. They're about to come out with a new game very soon, and they had to get the CEO out somehow. And this is how they did it. That's why the amount of money was so much, because as the CEO of Activision Blizzard, if I'm acting the way that these people say I'm acting, you have to spend an absorbent amount of money to get me out of here. This amount of money is unheard of. They paid that much because he said, this is how much you have to pay to get me out. They paid it. He's getting out, and they're about to come up with a new game, and that game is going to sell billions.
I don't agree.
just from a business standpoint,
because the board could have just let him go, you know, and then just give him his like $200 million or whatever.
Yes and no, because that could have been the case, but this whole acquisition like kind of flips the news cycle on that whole thing. So yeah, they could have got him out, but you guys, why did it take so long for you? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
I mean, and there were news stories about how the CEO, the current CEO, was in talks to purchase Kotaku and PC Gamer
and,
to
flip the
for that point to change the dialogue. So I feel like if Microsoft didn't do anything, like the CEO was going to do something stupid to try to change the commentary.
In my story, Microsoft called Keisha up and was like, "Hey, Keisha, I know you know it's cold over there in Blizzard, right? It's cold, right? We hot over there, so I'm gonna give you a couple million. I know they doing some crazy stuff over there, so just tell Shaquita on Twitter, and then she gonna flip it, and then it's gonna get over to Roscoe over here, so it just snowballs, and then it's just gonna just get the word out, and play telephone. It turns into this, it turns into this, it turns into this, and then all of a sudden there's a whole firestorm of stuff, and then so we were thinking about doing it for 100 million, but y'all looking, y'all hot over there, so I don't want to really get in bed with y'all, but 68.7, that seems fair. Hey, what about you guys? I'm just saying. That's what happens in my story.
Well, I will say, but before we go on to our question of the week, so we don't run out of time, I take offense that one of your characters is named Keisha.
Oh, okay, all right.
Speaking of Keisha's side story, before I ask the question,
is that another inside
the engaged
joke?
Woman I tried to holler at today?
Oh my God!
Her name is Anika.
Oh, that's a coincidence.
Very much so. Anyway, so question of the week this week: which game would you not mind waking up and being stuck within? And which character would you want to be within that world? Marcus.
All right, so I picked. See, there's a lot of different ways you can go with this, because in a game, there's always some type of conflict or something that's going on that kind of makes the world a little dangerous without the hero. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if I want to be the hero because I don't want to, have to fight and do all this work. And, I don't got time for all that. So the world that I picked to live in was the Pokemon world, because it ain't really no bad Team Rocket. They over there doing what they do. I ain't worried about no Team Rocket. I'm just chilling in my little hut or whatever. I'm not gonna be a main character. I'm just gonna be one of those people. No, because I don't just want to be staying in the houses. They don't leave the house, it don't seem like.
They just walk back and forth.
They just walk back and forth, yeah. So shoot.
Unless you're like, the rival.
Yeah, I think I'll be the rival, because he doesn't really have any beef with anybody but the main character. I mean, I may lose. No, because I don't want to lose either. That's trash. No, I'll just be in that world. I'll just be me in that world. So I'll just be just a regular dude. Maybe I'll be one of the Pokemon, because then I just have to stand there waiting for somebody to come and fight me if I'm one of the trainers in the wild. No, so I'm just gonna be me in the world, the Pokemon world, specifically is it the Kanto one? Is that what it's called? What's the first one? The first world?
I don't remember.
Unless you're talking about like the red
region.
And blue.
Yeah, the region. What was that called?
I just know Pallet Town.
No, that was a town, but the whole
I don't
world.
remember nothing else.
Hold up.
I was gonna say I got nothing there.
No, it was the Kanto region. So,
okay.
Yeah. See, so go to Pallet Town. I might stay away from Lavender Town because I'm ghosts. I ain't really messing with that. Go to Viridian City. So yeah, I'll be in the Pokemon world, just catching Pokemon and living very safely, I guess.
So you'd be in Gen 1 Pokemon world.
Gen 1 Pokemon world. Yeah, the yellow one though, because I want a little bit more color.
And you want to surf with Pikachu?
Yeah, I want to surf with Pikachu. Yeah. So Pokemon world, Pokemon Yellow specifically.
All right, Bryce. What about you?
After thinking for a little bit, I think, and this is primarily due to me just waiting to play the game once it does release. I'm thinking Fable, the Fable world.
Ooh, wait, which Fable?
Fable,
like
Fable.
The first one,
the first Fable, or the new Fable.
Wow,
just the original Fable. And I'd be the main character, just so I can kind of like up my strength, up my magic.
That's too much work. You gotta do too much work.
Become a wizard.
See, in the Pokemon world, I don't gotta do nothing. Like the Pokemon are doing all the work. I don't gotta train. I don't gotta lift weights. I don't gotta like build anything.
You have to strategize. You have to tackle. You gotta.
No.
Yeah. So I mean, just like going on adventures and saving villages and kicking chickens.
Can you die in Fable?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can die in Fable.
You can't die in Pokemon world. The Pokemon die. I don't never.
Everyone
faint.
faints.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, I don't faint. The Pokemon faints.
Hey.
So
you're right.
But yeah, I think Fable would just be a fun world to live in personally.
Okay.
The original Gen 1 Pokemon world it'd be fun as well, but I think I'll have a lot of fun in Fable.
All right. It's dangerous though.
Yeah.
It is dangerous, but I'm up to the task.
I'm mad at you. What you got, Lawrence?
All right. So, I thought.
Wait. Let me guess.
You're gonna guess wrong.
Do they speak in a language that has like symbols in the words, the written words? Are there symbols in their language?
Japanese?
Or one of them, Japanese, Chinese, Korean, one of them.
Boom!
What is that?
Sword Art Online, right? So, listen, I understand. If you don't know about Sword Art Online, then you should. It's a super popular anime game that came out. So it's about this dude. Wait, do you know about Sword Art Online? Yeah? No? Maybe?
No.
I'll give you a quick synopsis. So It's about this dude. He plays like this MMO game, and it's a VR game. So you put on this headset, you go in the game, everyone gets stuck in the game. You're in the game until someone beats the game.
Is it Japanese though? The game?
It's in English. No, it's in English.
But is it Japanese though?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was right. Okay, that's all. I'm just trying to hear I'm right. I don't
But
know.
if you die in the game, you die in real life, right? So you're stuck in this VR game until someone beats the game. It's like 100 floor dungeon, whatever. I would be the main character, Kirito, not because he's the strongest character in the game, but because everyone in the game wants him. And that's just how it is. Like, who doesn't want to be like the main character in a harem game? Like, everyone wants you. Everyone wants you. And you're the strongest. And you're the hero. Like, have you ever been like the hero? Like literally, like been someone's hero? Like, that feeling you get being someone's hero is amazing. He's the hero to like thousands of people. And
nice.
I want to be a hero. Like,
oh, yeah. Okay.
This question kind of reminds me of the movie Free Guy.
I haven't seen it.
Have y'all seen it?
I want to see it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Free Guy?
It's Ryan Reynolds, right?
Yeah.
I've seen like every Ryan Reynolds movie. I haven't seen Free Guy. I need to see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's a fantasy like adventure game. You get swords, you get powers. Like, if it wasn't that game, I'm gonna give you guys like a little bit of a bonus. Infamous, like, who doesn't want to be like flowing with lightning and just like blow things up?
Yeah.
Like, and everyone else is just regular people. Like, they have guns. I'm like, I am I'm Raiden. I'm Raiden.
Yeah.
And you are nothing.
Yeah. Infamous was a good game. Was that a PlayStation exclusive too?
It was a PlayStation exclusive.
Because I had Second Son, and I was in Seattle. You can live in Seattle. Have you ever been to Seattle?
I have not.
There you go.
It's kind of gray. I should go up there because that's where Oculus is, and that's why I did my research. Why don't I work for Oculus?
Isn't that where Microsoft is too?
An area, yeah.
Like Washington?
Yeah, like
Washington.
Up there.
They're gonna buy them too. All comes full circle.
Like Bellevue or something like that?
Facebook owns Oculus.
I was talking about the infamous.
I was gonna say Microsoft would have to buy if Microsoft bought Facebook.
Now that's it. That would be illegal.
It's two different things. So like, it's Mark Zuckerberg needs to be taken down. Like, someone needs to take him down.
Okay, all right. So what episode is this? What episode? We gotta wrap this up. Two powerful people talk about shutting. Nah, I can't do that.
They gonna come get us.
Yeah, can't do that.
Oh, what?
See, that's still.
Got the FBI coming.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this episode. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. We're everywhere that you can find us. Marcus, go ahead and give your outro.
Yep. So it's M-.111 on the PlayStation. For now, we'll see how long I'll be able to stay there. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, Bryce, what you got for us?
Yep. This is ECYRB. This is Ekyurb. You can find me on any console, PC, and on Twitter.
All right, and I am your shyness, your _CHI_NESS. You can find me on Nintendo. You can find me on PlayStation. You can find me on Xbox. You can find me on Steam. You can find me out in the streets. Like, because apparently I am for the streets now. So, with that being said, this is Good Games and Good Drinks Podcast, and we are out of here.
PCC.